What's going on, guys? This is Bobby Douglas, and this is just part 2 of the Day'Ron Sharpe full game video breakdown. So let's get right into it. He's going to be number 11 in the white, so I'm circling him right here. He's setting the ball screen for Caleb Love, and now he's rolling to the basket. First half, we saw a lot of great things from Sharpe. We saw his energy, his hustle, his passing IQ was on display, his rebounding ability. Right there, another really nice pass. I'll rewind it. Again, we talked about in the first half the half-second rule, right? Sharpe is so good at making quick decisions, whether it be to shoot, to pass, to find an open teammate, whatever it is. He's going to do it fast, and he's not going to slow down the flow of your offense. Right here, another example, just waiting for that pass to open up. Caleb Love is going to miss this three. Oh, no, he's going to make that three. So Sharpe gets another assist. Remember, he had 6 in this game. And remember, the passing with him is one of the more underrated things about him. Only averaged around an assist and a half per game. But in this game, he had 6 assists right there. Decent contest on Juwan Durham's hook shot. And we got a, looks like somebody on North Carolina stepped on the sideline. But the passing is one of the most underrated things that I've seen. It never really is talked about for some reason. And it should be because it's really impressive. Right there, got a little bit too careless, right? Okay, not everything's going to be perfect. I like the idea here, the high-low pass, but he just didn't put enough arc on it. And it's going to get picked off by Juwan Durham. But overall, I like the vision right there, and that's his first major mistake of the night. You see Prentice Hub going to get that shot blocked, and I think Sharpe's going to get another foul. He does foul a lot. That probably contributed to the amount of time he got. And that's really just because I feel like a lot of times he's too wide almost, to the point where he's too wide and he's not like vertically explosive enough to really be giving, to meet people at the summit, right? And so a lot of times he'll be jumping and his arms are going up into the arms of the opponent, right? And so it's easier for officials to call that. I think that's kind of my theory on why he gets so many fouls, just because he's not explosive enough vertically. But that's just my personal, theory. Could be totally wrong. So like right there, Durham does a nice job kind of drawing that contact. And we're going to get Sharpe is now out for a little bit just because of that second or third foul, I think, probably his third. He's in at 50-44. And, okay, so right now it's 17-point game, right? 17-point game. Let's see what it is when he comes back in. I just want to see. Okay, it's only 13 points. Okay, so the run hasn't happened yet. He's only in for another 10 minutes of YouTube time. And then I wrap up the second half video. But at the end of this video, I will fast forward to the end of this game just so you guys can see the final score, because it is ridiculous. Sharpe right there, another turnover. Again, not the best in terms of having ball security, right? His handle's not really there. He's not going to be a guy to break you down off the dribble, obviously. Shot isn't there. So again, those skills of just kind of like the ball handling, shooting, definitely need to be improved upon. I'm not sure if they ever will be. And I'm not sure for his role if they ever will need to be improved, right? But right here, just you can see the ball gets stripped out of his hands. Cormac Ryan does a really nice job kind of just digging down and getting that steal. But you can see Sharpe right there on Dane Goodwin. Really nice job staying with him, contesting. Sharpe does look really good on the perimeter, but I also think he's playing a very unathletic Notre Dame team on the perimeter, so I think that maybe contributes to it. But, really good effort right there. Another offensive rebound, but again, he's going to get charged for another turnover. But overall, that's a good hustle play right there. We got another foul here. So we will skip ahead. And here we go. Carolina trying to get that ball off the floor, and here's Sharpe top of the key. The pass to the wing into the ball screen, and then he's going to roll back into the high-low offense for North Carolina, setting another ball screen. Sharpe is. That's going to be a charge. Yeah, I've never seen a more college-like charge call. But yeah, whatever. So I'm surprised Notre Dame actually is keeping it close so far. I thought, if I remembered correctly, I don't know when the wheels fall off, but they're falling off very soon. So just keep that in mind. Good block from Walker Kessler right there. Look at Sharpe hustle running the floor right there. That's awesome to see. And again, he's going to be in the post. North Carolina can't really get it to him. And we're back into the high-low where Sharpe's just kind of trying to get a decent post-up opportunity. Kessler's going to get that one to go down. Very nice play from him. He'll be good at Auburn next year, I think. Auburn's going to be a pretty fun team to watch with Alan Flanagan and him. Would have been a lot nicer if Sharif Cooper decided to stay and if JT Thor decided to stay, but alas, they did not. We're back here. Sharpe. Again, just kind of setting those pin downs and those flare screens, right? Can do the dirty work, can do all the energy stuff. And that's the thing, too. I think this role with Sharpe has kind of been ingrained in him over the past at least 2 seasons. He did go to that Montverde. He went to Montverde Academy, right? He was a senior on the team with Cade Cunningham, Scotty Barnes, Moses Moody. And, that team's obviously going to have 4 first-round picks probably in this draft, which is absurd. But I think because he was at Montverde, I think he kind of learned how to play with other really good players, and I think that helped him a lot. Especially, I think it helps him a lot now as he's preparing for the NBA draft because, I think he's a guy who knows his role. He's not really looking for all the glory. He's not looking to be the leading scorer on the team. He's not looking to be the focal point. He's more than willing to just get his shots off of offensive rebounds. He's more than willing to dive on the floor for loose balls. He's willing to do the thankless things that nobody really applauds in the mainstream, but things that are vitally important to winning. And I think he definitely learned some of those habits at Montverde with that just juggernaut of a team. And so I think that's really important to remember with Sharpe, just kind of like, how much guys like him had to sacrifice, because he didn't have to go to Montverde as he gets a nice little turnaround floater. Again, he's just abusing Jawan Durham right here. Just spin, easy money. But he didn't have to go to Montverde. That's it's not like a public school or anything like that. But he wanted to go there. He wanted to play with the best players in the country at his age level. And he did it, and he was on one of the best high school teams, if not the best high school basketball team I've ever seen in my life, if not of all time, right? And so I think that says a lot about him, Because we got a foul on the ground right here. That was just a replay of the Sharpe post-up. And so I think, having that experience at Montverde probably helps him a lot in terms of his NBA fit and just knowing his NBA role. Which is obviously, in my opinion, just an energy big, probably coming off the bench. But again, if you look at the Phoenix Suns, they really need a guy like Day'Ron Sharpe right now, You can see him right there getting that rebound somehow. Again, just absolutely bullying these Notre Dame defenders. And again, is able to just snag that rebound, just wants it more, and he's up and finishing it, right? Really, really high level, high intensity stuff from Day'Ron Sharpe. So if you're looking for an offensive rebounding big man who you could probably play in spot minutes, who won't demand a lot of the ball, I think Day'Ron Sharpe's your guy. I'm trying to think of who I think he's like in the NBA. I'm trying to think. As a prospect, I think he kind of reminds me of Isaiah Stewart a little bit. And if you guys were following me from a while ago, from last draft, right, you guys would know I had Isaiah Stewart in the 50s, right? Obviously, I've learned from my mistakes, and I have Day'Ron Sharpe as a first rounder, right? So I think that's something to kind of, maybe conceptualize as, I think maybe Isaiah Stewart, just in terms of their frame, right, and what they can offer, defensively, offensively, right? I think that's kind of a similar comparison, or at least one that I'm kind of thinking. Sharpe's going to get another assist right here off that simple lift up from that. I think that's Andrew Platek. So yeah, I think that's kind of the first guy that pops into my mind when I think Day'Ron Sharpe. And obviously seeing the success of Isaiah Stewart in Detroit this past season kind of made me higher on guys like Day'Ron Sharpe, I think, moving forward. So yeah, I'm a fan of him. I think he's a first round guy for me on my board. Let's see what we got here. So North Carolina's going horns now, and then it's going to be a simple high-low again. They have Baycott at that elbow. Sharpe trying to post up. Let's see what happens here. The spin move, getting it to Bay. I mean, what the hell? This is unbelievable. I get the pass, it's kind of fumbled, right? But just the idea behind this pass is kind of ridiculous, right? And again, we talked about how in the post he's really quick, right? Just gets that spin move right, and again, finds Baycott in this window, right? And he doesn't need to see people open for a very long time. And so if you're watching this back, right, it's just funny because Armando Bacot doesn't even know he's open right here, which I think is hilarious. Just watch, like, he's looking, where is he looking? He is not expecting a pass right now, right? And Day'Ron Sharpe, you can see kind of just like that, you know? It's pretty funny, and you can see, like, right here is actually a great time to pause it, right? You can see how he is open. Armando Bacot doesn't even notice it, right? And he's just like, whoa, you know? But he's able to corral the pass and get the and one, and Day'Ron Sharpe is the reason behind all of it. And so just a really nice, high-level, heads-up play from Sharpe, and that's something that North Carolina fans were accustomed to seeing the entire season. And again, we'll see it right here. Or that's the turnaround floater. Just really, really fun stuff with Sharpe. And I think, you know, I think the team that gets him, Day'Ron Sharpe's not going to be a guy that really is like, you know, he's not a regular season guy. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is that, like, his impact will show up a lot more in the playoffs. Just because of how important each possession is, how important loose balls are, you know, the quick momentum plays that I think Sharpe kind of has a knack for getting. You know, you won't realize Day'Ron Sharpe is as good as he is in the NBA until the playoffs. And I think that's something that's really exciting. You know, probably as like an 8th, 9th man, I think is probably his ceiling, right? But again, those are the guys that help you win championships. You can see Sharpe battling on the offensive glass. Can't snag that one, but overall, I like the energy. And again, really nice job deflecting that pass, preventing a layup for Notre Dame. And I believe with that, so you can see the score is 71-47. Sharpe is out for the remainder of the game, right? Because there's 11 minutes left. They're up by 24. You know, whatever. I'm going to skip ahead to the end here. I just want you to look at the score. Can you see it? Yeah, you guys can see it. I don't know why it's like showing me the red bar. There we go. 101-59. 101-59. It was 74-47 when we left. That means in the last 12 minutes, Notre Dame scored 12 points. Okay? And North Carolina scored, what? 27? Right? And that was already when they were up by 25, right? Whatever. You know, Notre Dame basketball, we're looking to get to Dayton next year as a play-in team. First four. That's my expectation for them. So hopefully I can see a lot of good NBA prospects at their home games because I probably will not be going for them. But whatever. A different discussion for another day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much again for your support, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm not sure who we're doing yet, but expect 2 full game breakdowns in total out tomorrow at some point. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and have a great night. Bye.